That's right. Border control. We want it. I'm a Democrat, by the way.
Period of time.
You little tater tot bitch. We are 2 minutes and 35 seconds into this video. I'm just gay as the rest of us, motherfucker.
Feels just the same. Another sunny day in LA. Everything is fine, so they say. Wonder what the news is.
100% of the complaints that I am simply not gaming and I'm avoiding gaming and all the stuff, right? Anyway, here, I wanted to show you guys this. This is one of these freaking weirdos. Pericles Periabasi, Democrat when they see a kid, conservative men when they see a trans woman. He's dunking on Kyle Kalinske here, right? Saying Democrats are pedophiles. And then here he is. Hey, Kendrick, before you call Drake a pedophile, why don't you do some basic research and look up the age of consent in Canada? This is probably a joke, but this guy happens to also look like a pedophile. Like, that's his whole shtick. Did you see the Dittman 4chan post that exposes Dittman as Musk salt? I'm pretty sure that's doctored, and I'm pretty sure I'm right that that's doctored. And The Verge actually went in, did a deeper dive, and found out that it is, as a matter of fact, doctored. But let's get started. Breaking news: Michael Penis has won his re-election as House Speaker.
And we will work with anyone of any party to get that done. We will work with anyone to secure our borders, and we will work with anyone to fix our broken immigration system in a comprehensive and bipartisan
That's
manner.
right. Border control. We want it. I'm a Democrat, by the way.
Period of time.
This ain't your father's Democratic Party. This is your grandfather's Democratic Party from the South, a Dixiecratic Party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We don't like Mexicans. Okay? That's right. This is not your father's Democratic Party. This is not your Democratic Party. This is your grandpappy's Democratic Party from the South, specifically a Dixiecratic Party. We are now fully in the bosom. We are now firmly invested in being the Diet Republican Party, baby. Let's go.
Earned those benefits, worked hard for those benefits, and deserve those benefits. So as Democrats, our promise to the American people is that we will fight hard to make sure that no one in this town takes away Social Security or Medicare from the American people. Not now, not ever. No means never.
Hey, everyone.
There's a CIA masterclass? That's crazy.
Our position is that it is not acceptable to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut veterans' benefits, or cut nutritional assistance from children and families in order to pay for massive tax breaks for billionaires and wealthy corporations. House Democrats will fight hard to protect working class Americans and the things that matter to them, not the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. Keep your hands off Social Security and
Wait,
Medicare.
he didn't win. Hakeem Jeffries didn't win. He's just delivering a speech. Mike Johnson, Michael Penis, won his re-election as House Speaker.
4 years, it's been a great honor for us to work alongside President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, whose administration rescued the economy from a once-in-a-century pandemic, delivered historic infrastructure investments, created more than 15 million good-paying jobs, enacted common-sense gun safety legislation for the first time in 30 years, provided life-sustaining health insurance to veterans suffering from toxic exposure, championing the largest investment in combating the climate crisis in the history of the world, which we will defend, and brought down the high price of life-saving prescription drugs for millions of Americans. Thank you, President Biden and Vice President Harris, for your powerful, principled, and purposeful public service. Thank you. Two months ago, the American people elected Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States of America. Thank you for that very generous applause. It's okay. There are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You see, one should love America. One should love America when you win and when you lose. That's the patriotic thing to do, and that's the America that House Democrats will fight hard to preserve because we love this country. America is bigger than any one campaign, any one election, or any one individual.
I really like shooting guns.
America, the land of the free.
Oh, this is a
and the
funny
home of
video.
the brave.
Yeah.
Let us never forget that our country is free, not simply.
Dude, I don't know who they do this for, honestly. Like, who is the target audience for this? Because if I'm a corporate investor, okay, if I am an oligarch, I don't care because I bought both parties. So I'm not tuning in. If I'm a partisan, I don't really care that the Democrat is just sitting up there being like, we are going to do bipartisanship. If I'm a Democrat, I don't fully understand why Hakeem Jeffries is kind of glazing the limited accomplishments of the Biden administration and also simultaneously talking about bipartisanship, even though, you know, the Democrats lost. A resounding defeat, a resounding victory for the Republican Party. So none of that really matters. So who are they keeping up these appearances for is a question I always have. Like, who is this for? Who tunes into this and goes, man, what a brilliant speech by Hakeem Jeffries. This is the new leadership of the Democratic Party. And it's actually very exciting. This excites me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's some grandmothers out there that tune into MSNBC that are still watching and haven't had their brains fried from the devastating defeat that the Democratic Party withstood in this election cycle. I just always feel like they stand up here and clap for one another because they just, you know, kind of have to keep up these appearances, but for the sake of themselves and nobody else, really, just for themselves. It's the same exact attitude of like giving Liz Cheney a medal, an award for her brilliant accomplishments, right? Joe Biden did that yesterday, and she received a standing ovation, thunderous applause. Everyone was excited. They were like, "Oh man, so incredible that Liz Cheney she was deserving of this medal, this honor." So I guess I'm left wondering, like, who is that for? What is that for? Who is the target audience for this? Maybe they just have too much free time. They just have too much free time on their hands. There's plenty of daylight. There's plenty of time to just do like silly stuff, such as that. And it is it's a steady maintenance of of an institution that is genuinely falling apart every single day, day in, day out. It's just it's crippled at every step of the way, and Republicans truly take advantage of that. They take advantage of that and seek to undermine it further for their own agendas, deregulation, tax cuts, things of that nature. You know. But here's another moment of like theatrics that I thought was odd. Here.
Stand right there. That is not your nature to just stand where you're told to stand. Give it a try.
Stand right there. That is not your nature to stand where you're told to stand, but give it a try.
Okay, how you doing? Raise your right hand, Mr. Wright. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation?
Bernie gets so bullied and I'm sick of it. Yeah. Stop bullying the old man, okay? Now, everyone, speaking of Bernie, he's in a little bit of trouble because Representative Virginia Fox is currently receiving medical attention, holding her nose as she receives AIDS, appears to have fallen down marble stairs on the west side of the house. Lots of blood, but officer tells me she's okay. As press is cleared from the area, she is conscious and talking. Virginia Fox is 81 years young. Someone said there were 25 people from Norway. Wait. $420. Oh my God. H-1B visa petitions by gender and country of birth fiscal year in 2019. 74% is from India. 11% is from mainland China. 1% is from Canada. 0% is from, Jesus Lord mercy, like Iceland. The total number is 33. So small, it's just 0%. There's also different visa structures for like there's also different ways of getting legal permanent residency in the United States of America for different countries. So this doesn't show the entirety of the story. But if you're looking at H-1B in general, if you're from a country without many H-1B holders or petitions, the H-1B program actually works and you can get your green card faster. There's also obviously the number of citizens that live in those countries, obviously, a much larger country. Why Indians in particular? What knowledge do I lack here? Massive country, living conditions are not up to the same standards of the average citizen in the United States of America, and they all speak English. They learn English and speak English. Poor English-speaking country that the Western forces have dominated and kept destabilized and poor for a very long time. Hyper-capitalist. And also very educated. Yeah. India is the largest English-speaking country on the planet and also currency arbitrage. What is the percentage? What is the number of English speakers in India? The number of total English speakers in India is 228,538,090. Okay? The United States, the number is 297,400,000, at least according to Google. List of countries by English-speaking population. I don't think those numbers are completely accurate. So less than 25%. Dude, what are you talking about? It's almost the size of... The number of English speakers is virtually the size of the American population. Like, it's almost up to the... America is a country where most of the citizens barely even speak English to begin with. That is a ginormous population of English speakers. Bro, the population difference, though, you are not making the point you think you are. No, I am making the point I think I am. It doesn't matter what percentage of the population of India speaks English. What matters is how many English speakers exist in India. That's the point. That is the reason why. That is the reason why it is a perfect opportunity for American corporations. If you ask me the question, like, why India, this is the answer. If you look at the list of countries by English-speaking population, what is this? Eligible population? What does that mean? Total number of English speakers. Number one is the United States of America with a total number of English speakers being at 297 million. Number two is India with 228 million. Nigeria is number three with 125 million. Why would the per capita matter in this situation? Why would per capita matter at all in this situation? You have a country where there are 228 million people that speak English. The language barrier is a massive barrier for foreign labor. Per capita in this regard doesn't matter at all. We are not making like allocations for countries with what their percentage of English speakers are. If you combine India and Pakistan, the number of English speakers in India and Pakistan combined is larger than the number of English speakers in the United States of America. Are you for or against it? People fixated over the country? What do you mean, for or against what? I am for migration into the United States of America. I understand that it is part of the reason why America is the country that it is. Immigration, on the other hand, cannot be used as a mechanism to further exploit both the migrant population that's coming in and also the documented labor pool that exists in the United States of America. Currently, as it stands, given that this is a capitalist nation, that the way that this works is that